Only you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he comes, the bald-headed black man. Written, produced by Victor Allen. It's New Sportz. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Vic.
You know what?
That was good.
You like that, huh?
That was good, Mario.
Oh, thank you.
You did put a little umph in it this time.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that. Umph. You can spell it. Spell umph.
UMPH.
You're good.
Depending on how you say it, though.
Okay.
I think you get an extra M in there.
UMLPH.
You guys are crazy. All right, you guys. I'm going to try to sit back and keep it light, keep it easy, keep it moving, because I know DeVoe always. Wait, you always want sports. You keep saying, can we get to sports?
She loves sports now.
Right. She gets to sports and go, can
And
we
you know
get
what
to
else
it?
is exciting, Victor? Just
What?
footnote, when people start talking about issues with the sports,
Oh, yeah.
I know.
No, you don't.
You actually talk with
No,
them.
you can't.
It is so cool. It's like, oh, I know
You do
that
not
problem.
know.
Yep.
You do not know.
So,
She does. She feels it. You know what? It's
She does
liberating.
not know.
She's liberated.
I am.
She feels liberated because she can come in here and go like, I can wrap my opinion around something.
I'm attracting new kind of guys.
Oh, Lord.
Let's see.
How about the girls you're attracting? That's what I want to hear about.
Well,
Oh,
hey.
you're such a horn dog.
Well, she proved the point. Welcome to New Sportz, you guys. See, DeVoe exactly is the example. Because we said it's not really sports, it's really the talk around sports. So whether you know it or not, it's not the issue. And since I got my Lady Tech quote master, not angry, coming to Happy Acres sidekick called Jezreel, she's going to bring wisdom. And when we do that, we're going to make a vote on this. And remember, you guys, the conditions are balling, upset, let down, whatever, big pimping, something for the ladies, AARP, and spank that ass when it's necessary. And we're going to take you back to somebody who's an icon in sports, a living legend, who maybe in the past would have been attributable to anger management.
Okay.
But he's not, because his name is known. If you haven't heard of him, we're going to educate you. So let me just find out. Have you guys ever heard of the man Bobby Knight?
I've heard the name, but I don't know what it's in relation to.
You're better than DeVoe, because DeVoe was bragging that she is connected. So you're one up on it. So this is the part I love. You don't know Bobby Knight, do you, DeVoe?
No, DeVoe was bragging that she's learning from this show.
You trying to
she
save
will
her?
be one up
It's
on
true,
it.
though.
You're
Thank
saving.
you,
You're
Josie.
saving her.
I'm gonna know about Bobby after today.
You
Right.
sure will. Well, here's the thing. They have a condition in sports where, they want to stay politically correct. And Bobby the other day, while commenting on a game between Georgia, University of Georgia, and of course Indiana, Bobby Knight uses the shot word. Now,
Damn.
Now would
He
you
said
make that?
Said I would have shot that nigga.
Well, you get your
Is that a bad word in sports?
It's a word that, let me say this, because the way it's going to be set up, he mobilizes a lot of people because of his opinions and what his antics in the past. Now, he's a calmer dude because he's now in AARP zone.
Okay.
But
That'll do
he got to say, because of a Georgia player who in an untimely way took a shot that he wasn't supposed to at the time. It's called the three-point shot. And when the three-point shot is launched and the coach goes, you didn't move the ball around, he's about to get on your ass. Matter of fact, he may spank that ass. But in this situation, in this condition, while commenting, his co-commenter was left silent when he said, I would have shot him before he got that shot off. Now, I want you to. Now you get to the wrappings of this.
That was just a metaphor.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. So your opinion is just it's metaphor.
Yeah.
Now, it can be comedic also in a failed attempt. So let me just say this.
It's a metaphor for some kind of a sodomy act.
Right.
Metaphor for some sick thoughts.
Yeah, it's a metaphor for something cruel.
Still doesn't make it right.
Yeah, thank you, DeVoe. Thank you.
Wait a minute.
Go on,
Now, wait a minute.
Okay, yeah, it was dark.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait, see?
Yeah, it was dark.
Wait a minute.
dark.
Now, I want you to understand something.
Dark.
They are, if you look at professional sports, they're going out their way to let what they call a lot of gestures and behavior and talk take
That's
over.
why they get paid the big bucks.
Well, they do. But is this a double standard?
Oh, they are.
Well, they are, because let me tell you. You tell me what's worse, because I think already before I get to the point of saying is Bobby Ballin, Big Pimp, and ARP and the other choices. Let's just find out if we can compare and see if this is overblown or not. And you have choices here after I set it up. If a player's going down the court in basketball, and he does this after he makes a basket. If he takes his finger and slices it across his neck, What does that mean?
Oh, I just like
What does that mean
something.
if I go like
just
this?
Got you.
That means I want to give you a piece of wonderful jewelry.
No, it doesn't.
It does. No, it means I think wonderful necklace.
I'm going to get you.
I'm going to cut you.
That means
Unless you're on stage, and that means cut the music. And you don't do it like this. You go like this.
Right.
But for you to go from ear to ear,
right.
It's like,
you trying to
no,
make a
that's
point.
not. It actually means happy face.
No, it doesn't.
Happy face.
Happy face up here.
Happy face.
Not right
I don't
here.
get
It does.
This is blood gushing out your neck, and I'm
Okay.
watching you die.
Die, right. It is the symbolism that when men, young men, are competing and they're going mano y mano and one gets one up on you, or they're beating the team that was favored, or they're just putting a smack down, when they go like this, the gesture across corporate media is that it's looked at to be a gesture that is not in association with what they would like is good sportsmanship.
Right.
So, since they don't allow that, is that far worse doing this gesture like this or chokehold than Bobby saying in a gesture, I would have shot him? Okay, I want you guys to
How about
understand
this
that.
one? If you go,
I don't know. I'm agreeing with I'm agreeing with PMC. That's AARP.
That's AARP?
Yeah, something's going.
So you don't have a problem with him using the words I would have shot him, even if it's in a comical
No, I
way?
have a big problem with it. That's why I'm saying he's just getting old, because that's not what he usually does, is it?
So you giving him a pass. Corporate. So
A
ESPN.
pass, he's not.
and you don't have a category for this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe letdown would be
There
the
you go.
second one.
So-
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, but
yeah.
I'll get because it's more
Okay,
than a
so the
letdown.
excuse I'm giving him excuse for him
That's
being
right.
a letdown.
But he gets paid the big dollars to
I
be
did say
as a
that.
commenter on ESPN and other
So you might
affiliates.
just have to get fired, my friend, and move over and let some young blood come into that.
It's like the
space.
way DeVoe makes the big dollars here.
Maybe I need to be
Pack
doing that.
stereo.
Okay, so DeVoe, you already are saying it's a letdown.
Yes.
Okay, Jezzy, I know you've heard enough. I know you have some opinions. Here's a man using a word loosely that I think if any other players was using, say if I'm any player, whether they're black, white, or it doesn't matter, and they were being interviewed, and he says, if that was me, I would, I would have shot him.
Was he
before
talking
took it.
about a black player?
It doesn't matter.
Well, I'm just asking.
It doesn't
Why are you trying to
matter.
go there?
I'm just asking.
Trying
Matt
to go
says
racial.
There's only 2 black players
Earth
on
mama.
the team. I'm just curious.
Your curiosity is going to wait.
I'm gonna ask Mac. Is there?
I tell you what, we'll give you the answers when you come to visit me at Happy Acres.
Oh my
In the meantime,
God.
Isaiah Thomas always likes him.
so
I always bring up the players that still have always embraced him. I couldn't stand Bobby Knight, right? Vic
Right.
and I talked about it, right?
Right.
There's still a bunch of players who never have indicted him. Isaiah Thomas.
That's
These
right.
are people who played underneath him.
yeah.
And they don't say anything terrible about him.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm amazed. I keep looking. You don't hear his players
Right.
coming
They
back
get 'em.
saying coach is an asshole.
Because it's your intention, and he didn't mean it.
Well, I guess he must do something.
And see, this part
That's
I
my question. What's his
But-
history? Is this a slip of the tongue?
No.
Is he getting old? What's really going on with him? Does
Well,
he have dementia
well, let me say
at
this.
an early age? I
He
don't know.
gets Bobby has gotten away
Erectile
because
dysfunction.
he's an icon.
Look at PMC's coming.
He
I
gets
ain't gonna say
away.
it.
He has gotten away with having to sit back and use his anger be on the forefront and say things that really play secondary. I'm trying to find out is this overblown, or if anyone else used that term, would it be more a media thing they stir up and say not what you should do? Is he getting a pass?
You know what? I'm reading PMC's stuff here. He throws chairs and slaps.
That's
his
back in the
players.
day. That's back in the day.
I don't
He ain't
care.
slapped nobody recently.
That's back in the day.
that means he hasn't
Sometimes, what's a
stopped.
little
He's
slap?
still
What's a little
working it.
slap? Wait a minute, what's a little slap?
And
Come on.
throwing a chair, someone could get hurt.
Okay, that's just making sound.
He gets paid
Furniture
too much
does start to
lose
move.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you're right, PMC. I agree.
Let
Go
down.
ahead. Go. I'm sorry, Judge. I didn't mean to disturb you.
You just
Go
took
ahead.
over.
That's
Jesse.
real. She looks disturbed.
I know.
No, I'm trying to keep up and remember what I want to say.
Well, you know
Okay,
what?
well,
You can go ahead because
maybe you need some paper and pencil.
I can tell you. I can
Some
tell you.
shit. Take some ginkgo biloba or some shit.
I can say this, Jesse. If you try to have that thought process during the naked segment with Mario's,
Yeah.
you would never made it. So nobody was trying to get
Let me
moment.
say it while I'm remembering.
What she's trying to say is to shut up, Mario, so she can say her thing.
I think it's in the same vein, and I think that it should be a letdown, because that's the same energy as what the player was doing when he was slashing his throat, but he's the coach, so on a higher level he needs to set the example. So it should be a letdown, but really it's no big deal.
And here's the other thing to add to it. He is a former coach. He's just an analyst and a commentator. So now the part that I think he gets a pass on is because of who he is. The idea that this is lightweight. So I'm just saying, should the term be used loosely, the word, I should have shot him. Could anybody use that and it'd be cool?
He shouldn't be doing it.
Women get to use that.
No, because before you know it,
Bitches
they'll be
get to use
saying massacre, they'll be saying other things. It'll open doors for other stuff. I don't agree. I think you get paid the big bucks. Control your emotion.
Exactly.
Okay, know what you're going to say. You don't let go. And if you're doing anything before the show, don't. Be in your right mind.
Yeah.
And if you
hypocrite.
And if hey, shut up. I don't know what I'm talking about. When I have a show, I wouldn't do anything.
Right.
I commentate all the time. I commentate all the time. I'm always on the mic and I'm talking about different things, and that's what I get paid for.
Is that a word?
I know.
That's what he's doing. He's a commentator, just on another level.
Pull you off.
That's right.
He shouldn't be doing it. That's why they're regulating it the way they are now, which is where you were going before.
Thank you. Until Mario butt in.
It's going to turn gangster if you just let everybody do all the crap they want to do.
Right.
That's why you go to internet television. They got the news. They got news. You go watch the news in news.
So Mario, what's your vote?
For what?
What?
I vote for Twinkies.
Spank that
Oh, it's a
ass.
whatever.
It's a whatever.
Who cares?
Yeah, see.
We do, obviously. We've been talking about it for 25
Y'all don't care.
minutes.
I want you to take a good close look at his mouth and imagine him about to give you a kiss.
I think he's probably a nice guy, though.
Hell no, he ain't no nice guy.
You
heard.
better read what PMC's talking about before you say
I
that.
can't see any.
Well, no, let's say let's
Why
keep
was
it.
your computer?
Well, see, here's the thing. Here's why I say, to a certain extent, when you get a brand for who you are,
Yes.
then people accept you because that's such and such. If they say Mario, it says, Mario's gonna sit back and da 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 da. Oh, that's
So
Mario.
he is
That's
an
who he
asshole.
is. So the part I'm saying is, I think branding works for him, and I think. I sit there and say, you big pimpin', if none of the corporate companies come after you and say, we have to stop you and make you apologize. Do you know that every commentator and analyst who slips up has to come on and apologize?
That's right.
And if he doesn't apologize, he's big pimping to me, man.
That's right.
That he gets away with.
We don't have to apologize because we run this bitch. We know we ain't gonna make it. The FCC's gonna be all up our ass. That's why we on the internet.
Okay, guy.
Okay, so we got an okay guy.
He's probably
We got
an okay guy.
we got DeVoe saying it's a letdown. Mario says whatever. I say he's big pimping because if you can make the corporations not say anything, so far, you big pimping, man. That means you run your
It's hard
brand.
to wear.
Well, yeah, but check this out. He's supposed to be a good coach, PMC says, but he's mean and has anger issues.
Oh, come on. Everybody's got anger issues.
No, not everybody does it.
Oh,
He has
come
enough
on.
money to go get counseling.
Everybody got anger issues, you know. Remember, Ike, he just slipped up every now and
The
then.
other
And
day.
he'll never
guys are wrong.
apologize. PMC said he'll walk before he apologizes.
Okay.
That's what PM said?
Yeah, he's not.
He's
feeling
not
this.
that type of guy. That's why I said when
He
you
is
come
not
in.
an okay guy, Jezzy.
He's
That's
not.
what PMC said.
Oh, okay,
He is not an okay
He's a
guy.
loving
I
man
hear you.
and a wonderful
Where-
dresser.
Now, just give you an idea where his background comes from. He's a West Point man, isn't he?
He's a mean mofo.
I'm
That's
just
what PMC said.
I'm just saying.
He's a West Point.
He
you know.
does more before 6 a.m. than most of y'all do all day.
Well, that's
Did he
okay.
really-
That's why
He
that'll
might-
piss your ass off,
He
won't it?
might
Okay.
need to do more than me.
Yeah, that'll
See.
piss
when
you
you're
off.
talking about that kind of
Can't
karma.
get enough sleep.
Okay, you
It's
need to
all.
be doing some meditating and eating some yogurt.
I say BJ's.
Well, why does everybody like him then?
I didn't say we didn't say everybody
We
like
didn't
him.
say-
Why do the
We just said
players-
this is amazing. He don't have a bunch of his ex-players
Right.
that come out against him. They never have.
So
well,
why
he's
don't
been
they?
fired twice.
I don't know
Dang,
why.
He's been fired twice.
That's
why
why
they
we
rehired
raised
him?
Oh.
Maybe they're scared. I don't know. But no one comes. There's a bunch of famous players who
Right.
trained underneath him. They never
know.
come out
Right.
against him. Never.
He's done
Maybe
more.
he's got.
They
He's done
actually,
more.
Maybe he's
they
done
actually
some
seem to
voodoo
really
over
like
his
him.
career.
Okay, see that I keep going back.
His
to
players
that. He
seem
must
to
be-
like him. I
Because
don't know
he's
why.
a good coach. That's what PMC said. He's a
He
good
is.
coach. They don't care what
But PMC,
everything else-
ask PMC about that
Don't
too.
ask PMC a thing.
Because PMC,
okay?
no, it's interesting.
He hasn't stopped
I
talking.
have the
not
same
one bit.
opinions because I watch him and I can't stand him. But it's amazing. amazing that his ex-players don't come out.
They respect him as a coach.
They obviously do, because no one comes out and blasts him.
That's right.
Okay.
Nobody. I mean, I haven't heard anybody ever blast him who played for him.
Well, you want to get blasted,
Yeah,
but
he
you
and Charles-
tune in right
He
here.
kicked Charles. Okay, remember he kicked Charles Barkley off the Olympic team.
Oh wow! Did Charles say anything?
Well, Charles don't like him.
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But,
Okay, well, then he ain't
that's
paying
obvious.
everybody off.
Yeah, see, the hard part is everybody knows that you got coaches who will go there. If you even go to high school coaches, and when the parents are not around and they're coaching, you're going to hear stuff and see stuff that you never. It's the idea that you have this group of people outside who go like, sports is a family program. Younger kids and children shouldn't see this. Adults can handle it all day. Okay. But I hate to say it. I said, well, I hate to say this. The programs are good enough. So when they mobilize a fan following, they don't think about separating family members. They go like, put him back on the show. He's back on the show. Big pimping for me. I'm sorry.
But PMC said you wouldn't blast your coach.
I mean, after you're done,
you have a full ride scholarship.
after you're in the NBA,
which is right.
how he has a bunch of former players in the NBA.
Yeah.
And now out of the NBA.
Right.
Retired, all that. And they do not blast him.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
He may have some stocks or
whatever.
It's okay to not like him for how he does his thing, but we know a lot of people we may not like, but they still balling and big pimping. So to me, my personal feelings are not involved in it. I said,
well, and you're right. A lot of coaches aren't liked as you're growing up through high school and college and stuff like that. You don't like your coach anyway, so you're almost immune to an asshole coach
because we're used to it.
So now you get one that really needs to be blasted, and you don't even do it because you're already brainwashed that that's how it goes. And listen, guys, that isn't how it goes.
Thank you for the sports insight.
There we go.
Earth Mother.
We're about to transfer.
Thank you for figuring that shit out for us.
Whoa.
Damn, she saved PMC.
Damn.
DeVoe fixed it for us.
Damn.
Okay, thank
Well, let me move on to the next topic.
Thank you.
With that one right there, DeVoe, I give you points now. You do not have to visit me at Happy Acres. Hey, we're done. Going to the second one. This one is a good one for me because Danica Patrick, if you haven't seen or heard the shows, or excuse me, the ads, if you don't watch Nationwide auto racing or whatever, you've probably seen her in GoDaddy ads. And in GoDaddy ads, that's where she became very famous for what they call being the #1 at one time, I think last year, endorser of ads as it relates to racing. Well, she has, in her first full year, came in 10th in the nationwide scoring points out of a number of drivers that may reach up to about 35 or 40. When you're in your first year and you actually come in 10th in your first year, there are people who came from the dirt bike road racing, men who've been in the game for a long time who hasn't accumulated that type of penetration in the top 10 at least. So she just won the award for the most valuable or most popular, the most popular driver in the Nationwide Series. So the question is, she is a driver and she is popular, but we're going to see if we can tear it apart the way you did with Bobby. Why did she get the most popular? And since we have two women on the crew today, I know that you guys are going to stay so objective. And before we even go down, Mara, let's show them a couple other pictures so they can relate with what she does.
Okay.
She's so hot that her car is on fire. And while she's on fire, she can do a bikini spread. And then come in 10th in the Nationwide Series. So when a woman runs like that, with dominated by men.
Nice wax job.
She comes in 10th, the most popular. Let's see if the women can point to the finger. Is it her popularity because she accomplished a great job of going in the top 10? Or is it the sex that's selling?
Well, I don't know. Is that her in the car with the fire all
Yes,
over
it
the
is.
Yes, that's probably why he put them together.
No. Shut up. It could have just been a visual. It could have been a visual.
You're right, DeVoe.
That's Shirley Temple below. That's Shirley
Good
Temple.
at being an animator about your comment. Make me feel stupid.
No, that's okay, DeVoe.
I don't feel stupid. I don't care what you say, Mario. Anyway, back to me. I think that her accomplishment is amazing. because that's not a female line of work. You know, it's very male.
I didn't say anything. I was just thinking it. I was just trying to think of female lines of work. And I tried to imagine you in the female line of work. And that's when I had to smile.
Anyway, back to me again.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Okay.
Going back to my imagination,
I'm sure
it was good.
her layout and her spread help her to get more media press.
Right.
Okay, she's probably in more magazines than the guy who's
That's right.
first place. You understand?
Yes.
So back to that. Yeah, a lot of that has to do with the sexuality. So she's got a great marketing team, obviously, or she's a good marketer herself, and she knows what she's doing.
Okay.
I love it. This is the new world. Hey, there you go, right there. And she doesn't even look like a dyke or anything.
Okay.
What's wrong with looking like a dyke?
Not a thing.
Some of my best friends is
Not a thing.
dykes.
But you would expect
I got
her
some dykey
to look
ass friends.
like a dyke because she's really in a male. You know
They
what I mean?
grab imaginary
like
crotches.
It's so yeah, like the basketball players with the bathing suits. They were very feminine looking.
Norman,
ones.
Can I? Well,
Look, if you're trying to be a man, do man things. That's all I'm saying.
Well, let me ask you this. Since you led into it, let me add a very good and strong point. Wonder if she did look like a dyke. Would it take away from anything?
It would take absolutely everything. She wouldn't be able to do that bathing suit. She'd have to wear some gym shorts. I mean, some briefs, maybe.
But we can still get a sex tape out of it.
But I mean, you know, let's be honest.
Strap on.
Let's be honest. There's something about a woman dressed in a man's, looking like a man's body in a bikini that doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
I don't want to have to see that.
Okay, so no, I don't think it'll work.
Okay, well, I'm going to add something to it because I want to hear the initial comments first.
Right?
But I'm going to give you some choices here just in case for those who don't following, if you needed to add what the conditions are that may make her popular. And it goes from finished 10th in the points in her first inaugural season, or for spectacular car crashes resulting in fire, which you've seen the demonstration, or the GoDaddy ads, or just sexy female driver. And so far, DeVoe, you've already said, bottom line, she delivered in a man's world, and that's impressive. That's what you're saying, right?
That's exactly.
Mario, what do you think?
I say, ooh, and she fast too.
You know what?
Ooh.
Okay, so yeah, that's an endorsement.
Credit cards.
Okay, now DeVoe, let me do this.
I'm gonna go get me some NASCAR women.
He's already gone. Let me just let it go.
Been gone.
Give me a NASCAR woman. They can drive.
DeVoe, he's gone. And, I've already let it go. And I'm gonna come to
drive. Think about that.
He's gone. That's right. There's no need to even pay attention to it.
Drive, bitch.
Okay. All right. Now, DeVoe,
I'll just say how it sounded.
You always got to relate a term that may be appropriate. Because you said that she's impressive, is it balling or big pimping? Because
she's balling.
She's balling.
Oh,
be careful
she
now.
could be big pimping.
And for the ladies.
Because, shut up, not for the ladies.
Yeah, because she's a symbol.
She's representing the women.
Okay.
Yeah, power, come
right,
on.
You don't have to shut
I
up.
am woman, hear me roar.
Can you shut up? Okay.
One day you gonna be old.
Like I said,
big pimping.
Big pimp. There we go. Mario, what do you want to give her?
I'm gonna say she's balling, she's big pimping, and she's for the ladies.
Very good. Now, Jesse, we didn't give you all that information now, but you're looking at this woman, and Mario, can you just roll down one quick time just so she could see the picture and say her achievements are being recognized, and you're basically saying, yes, I think she is. And what do you think?
She is balling.
Wow. What about for the ladies?
I mean, all that too, but overall, she is balling.
Okay.
I like her.
I like that.
Boom.
I like that.
Boom.
PMC said.
Exactly.
PMC, I don't know how you found it, but he said spank that ass. Now, I'm not sure how he's using that. I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay. So we basically are done. My New Sports is over. I'm sorry. I could have got to Monday Night Football. Why? When you get a blowout over the Chicago Bears, and also some other things, but we'll leave that alone tomorrow. You can take us out of here, Mario.
Yeah, everybody. Victor Allen. You know how we do it.
It's a done deal. Done deal, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Victor Allen's New Sport. Hot, sexy, Neil Irvin. Got all the women all off in the sports stuff. That's right. Get with it. Yeah, boy.